Hello everyone, welcome to Farm Delights _ TV. This is your man, Charles Bentel, coming to you once again, bringing you another exciting video. In today's video, we are going to talk about education and farming. Like I said in earlier video, every topic that we pick, we're going to link it into the farming to know how important farming is. So I hope all of us are going to enjoy today's video. That is, when you talk about education, we have two types of education. That's formal and informal education. Someone will ask, what is formal education and what is informal education? Formal education is what going to sit down in a school for someone to teach you and give you assignment to do. That's the formal education. At the end of the year, at the end of the term, at the end of your course, then they issue with a certificate or a degree. That's what the formal education. And also, when you talk about the informal, that's the one that we learn unconsciously. But I will add the word consciously as well. Why? Because of what? The social media. That's why I said consciously. All of us are learning. So anytime I hear someone saying education doesn't matter, education doesn't make you rich, education doesn't make you this or that, at times I feel sorry for those who always say that. Why? Because some, they say because they are a victim of that. They didn't have the opportunity to have those education, so they always use it to their advantage, and people used to follow them. The reason is, let's all look at now the visual world that we live. That's the social media. The social media, everybody is learning. No one is teaching anybody. All of us are learning how to make a call, how to use the WhatsApp, YouTube, Facebook. All of them are what? Education. So if someone said education doesn't matter, education doesn't make you rich, education doesn't make you a pastor or a Christian or this, then I know as who that person is. So education is important. Like one said by what? Nelson Mandela. Education has the power to change the world. Yes, he was right to say that education has the power to change the world. So it's important all of us learn something. Not necessarily going to sit down for someone to teach you, and then at the end of the year, at the end of the day, the person issue with what? A certificate. That's the formal one that I was talking about. But daily we learn from the advice, the television, the radio, the social media. We keep on learning. So all of them are education that we learn. Why? Now let's come back to the farming. I said I will link everything to. Let's say you are a farmer. You haven't been to the formal education. So don't see yourself, you are illiterate. You are not illiterate. Because how you formulate the feed for your animals is what? Something that somebody have gone to school to learn, to know how to formulate it. But you haven't been to the formal education, but you are what? Also formulating your feed. Adding carbohydrate, what should I say? Adding the carbohydrate, all these minerals is what? Education. So feel proud of yourself. Feel proud of yourself. You have done well. At the end of the day, all that we are looking for, whether you've been to university or primary 6, at the end of the day, what is important is if you are able to put food on your table for your family to enjoy, then feel proud of yourself. You've done well. You have really done well. And like we said, education is the secret to change your life. Yes, education is important in everyday's life. So don't let someone tells you Oh, education doesn't matter. Education doesn't do this. It's not education that will make you rich. It's not education that will make you this. Yes, they may have a point. But my point of view is every day we learn. That's the informal education that we are learning. So if someone tells you it's not education that will make you rich, or it's not education that will make you a pastor, not education that will make you this, ask the person what type of education he's talking about. If he's able to give you these two analysis, the scenario, let's say the formal education, yeah, then tell him or her that, good, I did not have the opportunity, the chance to go to the formal education, but in my own way, I am learning in what? The informal way. Like I said, I made it a point at a certain time of my life that every month I'm going to buy a book and read, which I did. If you see my library, I can recommend a couple of books to you to read. That one is no one who is teaching you, but it's somebody's idea, somebody's education that he has put them on written. They have write it and they've written it for you to come and buy and study. So when we talk about education, every day we learn. Every day we learn. Even eating, drinking, every day we learn. So education is very important in everyday's life. Like we say, if you're a farmer, how to know that, oh, this my animal, the female one is on heat, so I need to cross it. It's all education, because we have someone who is called a veterinary officer. That's something that he has gone to what? School, sit down for somebody to taught him or her, and at the end of the course, at the end of the year, at the end of the day, he has been issued the certificate. So he had that one to say that I'm a professional. Good, that's what he chose. And you are also there doing it in your own knowledge, so you're also learning. So feel proud of yourself. If you're a farmer and you haven't been to the formal education, don't think that you are hot, inferior to the one who has been to the formal. No. When it comes to the practicalities, even you know, or I would say you may know even better than the one who has been to the formal one. Example, how to multiply your animals, how to know that, oh, I have 3, a female. So at the end of the year, how am I going to use to get about 10, 5 or 6 of them? Is what you are learning. And also, if someone come and they buy, how to know that, oh, okay, this animal weigh 100 kilos. So a kilo is what? 30. So how to multiply the 30 and get, say, 3,000, you are learning. So feel proud. All of them are education. All of them are education. So education, your education is the secret to your success. Yes, your education is your secret to your success. If you're able to learn all these techniques and feel proud of yourself, and you don't feel inferior that you haven't been to the formal education, so you are nothing. No, you are somebody. So feel proud of yourself. Like I always say, the farmers are now ruling the world. I don't want to mention some of the world billionaires who are into the farming. The richest man in Africa is now into farming. The richest man in the world, once richest man in the world, is also into farming. So you can see that farming is very important. So all of us need to be proud of ourselves, and the little contribution that we can make, we need to make it. And we need to feel proud of ourselves. Feel proud of yourself. Yes, feel proud of yourself. And also, make it a point in your life that you buy a book. Let's say every month, if you can afford, buy one book. Try to read it. If you don't understand it, or if you have a child, or if you have someone who can read and then explain it to you, buy it and give it to that person. Yeah, I think this book will be good for me. Can you read it and then explain it in my language, the one that I will understand it? You are learning. So feel proud of yourself. Feel proud of yourself, and have a couple of books. Later, I will be recommending to some of you guys to go and buy and then read. And you will know that you have acquired self-development knowledge. to yourself. Self-development knowledge to yourself. And I can mention a couple of guys who always say that, oh, I didn't have the chance to be at the formal education, but now I'm a millionaire, so school is not important. No. Maybe they don't know that they have learned something informal. Yes, they have learned the informal education, but they think they are illiterate. No, they are not illiterate. Nobody is illiterate. If you can't speak English, doesn't mean that you are not illiterate. It's language. A language, you can learn it anytime, anywhere. If you can't multiply 2 times 2, if you can't add 1 plus 1, if you can't do this, no, you can learn it at any time. Even you know it. Because if you know that if you use 10 to buy something 4, and you know that you need to get your change 6, then you are educated. So don't say I'm uneducated. You are educated. So feel proud of yourself. As long as you are able to buy something and know that you are able to get this change, then you are educated. You are not illiterate. Yes, farming is good for all of us to what? Get involved. Like I always say, we need to get involved. Get involved. Because through farming, we will learn a lot. We will learn a lot. Because let's example, if you go to your birds, let's say you have about 300 birds who are laying eggs for you every day. Mathematically, you know that every day you need to pick about 300 eggs. So let's say if you go there and then you are picking 280, then you know that you are short of the numbers. So you are learning, and you have learned a good thing. So feel proud of yourself. Or if you have what? A goat who is giving birth to you, let's say you have 1, and at the end of the year, you're able to raise about 7 or 8. You know that I started with 1, now I have 8. You have learned is what? Something we call mathematics. That someone is learning at what? The formal education, and you are learning it at what? The informal sector. That's why I say feel proud of yourself. All of us, we need to be proud of ourselves. Those who have the chance to go to the formal one, yes, let them go. Those who don't have or who didn't have the chance to enter into the formal one but are learning at the informal one, feel proud of yourself. So all of us, we need to blend and respect each other. All of us are learning. There's no one who is illiterate. Personally, I don't see anybody to be an illiterate. And to be a farmer, if you are a farmer and you know that, oh, if I put 1 corn into the soil, at the end of the year, I'm going to harvest and have a lot, you have learned a lot, because it's not everybody who can put a corn there and know that, oh, this is the time for me to go and read, this is the time for me to go and harvest. So all these things are education. All of them are education. So I'll repeat once again. Education is the secret to your success. Your education is the secret to your success. So I want all of us to be proud of ourselves. We need to be proud of ourselves. We are doing a great thing. We are doing a great thing, and we need to be proud of ourselves. So it's something that we need to pursue always and make sure we don't deviate. We need to stay focused. We need to stay focused and make sure at the end of the day, we are going to make profit and make sure that we have food to put on the table for the family to come and enjoy. Yeah, I hope all of us are enjoying today's video. Let's continue to learn, to know how to do the farming. If you want to be on the livestock session, good. Always keep on. If you don't know, go to someone who is ahead of you, learn from that person, let the person teach you. How did you manage to do this? The person will feel free to let you know. And those who can read a little bit, buy yourself books every month. If you can buy 1 book and read, good. You get something and put it to yours. So like we say, all that you know is all that is in your head. All that you know is all that what is in your head. If the thing is not in your head, you don't know. So no one is above anybody. So feel proud of yourself if you're a farmer. If you're a farmer, feel proud of yourself. And then, at the end of the day, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, you will be the winner. You are going to be a winner. So feel proud of yourself. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If today happened to be the first time coming across our channel, that's Farm Delight _TV. Farm Delight _TV. Like the video, subscribe, share for us. This is your man, Charles Bento. Bye.